Hi, everyone. My name is Kedar Duru. I'm with the product management team here at Juniper Security or Connected Security. And along with Laurent Pomel, a solution architect on the team, we will talk about Juniper application and workload protection today. This is a brief overview of what we will cover. I'll cover a little bit on the challenges. I'll introduce the Juniper workload protection solution and then introduce the demo, and Laurent will take it from there. So in some of the challenges that we face today, in the last few years, we've had a number of different businesses that have been trying to deliver more value quickly and faster for their customers. And cloud environments have been have enabled the speed of business development, application development, and trying to meet this business need. Developers now are part of this, are an integral part of this enterprise line of business, and are looking to build applications more rapidly than before. They're using more different environments, more dynamic environments, and they're also providing access through application connectivity and opening up access to more users for different kinds of analysis and so on. This kind of shift, or what we call a shift left, coupled with the fact that more and more developers are motivated by the need to productize applications more quickly, has resulted in a huge increase in the number of exploitable vulnerabilities. We've got security teams, on the other hand, in the enterprise space that are looking to help out and do more. But sometimes, as they get involved, they're being seen as people who are delaying some of the speed of business. So it's important when we look at things. One of the things we're looking at is looking to find that balance between agility and security. In order to meet some of these challenges, Juniper Workload Protection solution, it brings application monitoring and security powered by K2 Cybersecurity to integrate into just such dynamic development environments. We are looking to bring security closer to developers so that we can help them identify, prioritize, and look at resolving vulnerabilities faster by helping the security teams and developers find just these vulnerabilities or exploitable vulnerabilities in workloads such as either source code, custom code, or in container environments. Once that is done as part of an ongoing process, the workload monitoring agent then looks at monitoring applications for code exploits and runtime so as to block these threats at the firewall level, right at the edge. The intent here is to be able to push out the mitigation down to the firewall, the vSRX firewall running at the edge, so that it can help reduce the overall attack surface significantly. And as this application monitoring agent is running, it's also protecting against zero-day attacks on the application. So this kind of enables an enterprise to balance its need for that security with compliance and compliance with that need for continuing to innovate and build value and deliver applications and services to their end customers. So just how does this kind of work? As we said, a lot of the development is now being done by developers that are part of the lines of business. You've got security teams that are part of a different business that are looking to make sure that the enterprise is compliant. So the solution really works by doing two things. One is it helps the developers identify and detect vulnerabilities more quickly during the development process, so you can actually fix them before your application, while the application is being readied, and then it runs at runtime, which uses a unique signatureless technology to protect against attacks at runtime. And then once this information is identified, it's able to share this information with the Juniper SRX so that it can help push the blocking and mitigation actions out to the edge. And let's get into a demo. Let me walk you through the short demo that we have prepared for you today. It's a very simple use case. On the right-hand side here, we have an application workload that's running the application monitoring agent, and this is running, live. And any application essentially has two kinds of traffic. Traffic from an application user that you want getting into the application and continuing to work. At the same time, you potentially have attackers that get through a lot of the different layers and defenses that you may have put in, including all of these services that we've been talking about so far. So as this attacker comes in and tries to exploit a vulnerability in the application, like a SQL injection attack or remote code execution attack and so on, what happens is the application monitoring agent detects it, and it kind of identifies it and shares this information with the Juniper SRX using some of the techniques on sharing this information with the SRX that we've seen earlier. The SRX will then look at traffic coming in from this IP and drop that. That's essentially what is happening. At this point, the attacker will no longer be able to get into the network, whether it's to continue attacking the specific application or any other application within the customer's kind of data center. So with that said, let me hand it over to Laurent to kind of walk you through the demo.
Okay, so I will show you this demo in a very simple manner. We have some users on the left here, so they will be just down here on these black boxes. vSRX in the middle, so we on the UI here where we do have some activity actually. We do have some visits from various countries, and I will show you a dynamic feed. And we have the K2 application manager here on the right. So let's just launch a few commands like, let's see if we have anything blacklisted. Then let's launch few traffic on this US guy and some few traffic on this British guy. No politics, it just, I selected this because of the IP where they come from. So here we can see live that we do have these two guys coming in normally. We do have some traffics and have yet no attacks visible here. And let's do this famous attack, attack.sh. And you will see very quickly, there is a warning that will appear here. You see this warning. I just refresh, and I do have my remote code execution that was visible. So here, there is no signature. It's really about how it behaves, what it does to the system. And we have a lot of details on this attack. So we can see this kind of attacks when it took place, on which application, container, node name, node IP, etc. And we have a lot of information on the attack details itself. We know what was the command. Oh, I signed it, by the way. And you see also where it was mentioned in the code itself, what was done to this machine. And also we have some information on this sender IP, and we can see it was this guy here. So if we try again to do some traffic from this one, probably we should see it blacklisted as it was mentioned. And we can see it, this guy here, you can see the blacklisted IP appearing dynamically here in this default blacklist, and it's denied by this K2 blacklist policy. So we can try and try again. It will be blocked again, as expected. So we have a lot of information on the attacker IP, but also on what could happen to other applications thanks to various facilities in this K2 information. We have vulnerabilities available. Oh, we don't see them again. In the applications that are running here, critical, high, and medium, we have some information on the series. We have information on those containers also, which containers are running with more or less information in the past or just now. And if we can look at each of them, we have some detailed information to what vulnerabilities they have. And in the application field, I forgot to mention that and to show. I show it quickly. We don't go through all the menus because there is a lot of to see. We do have some information on what vulnerability, how much attack count, how much request, and we also have all of those in a daily report. And in this daily report, we just see 12 attacks so far. And we can see also all the number of requests. We have a lot of information on the RCs, or the remote code execution launched, the attacks, the attacker IP, so we still can see probably the same for the moment, on the top attacks, which is the application itself, on attack types. So we have a lot of information here. But the integration is very simple. You have seen it's denied by policy, and we can see the blacklist and the integration with the SRX itself. And here, I can release that guy if I want, so that he will be able to do some legitimate requests again. But anyway, that's it. It's very simple integration, and it will block dynamically all those kind of attacks, SQL injection, remote code execution, etc. So this feed can be shared with this single SRX or a lot of other SRX, and we are looking at a way to also share these things with more people, if that makes sense, of course, as we spoke about sharing things with Cloud ATP. That's a possible enhancement to that one.
Is the sharing only possible with other Juniper products, or if you have a third-party product that can accept threat feeds, can K2 feed into that third-party product?
So right now, the integration is only with the Juniper products. As we make this available through some of our other services like Policy Enforcer, then that's where it'll be, you may be able to use it with some of the other, I'm assuming you're looking for other vendor products, and you should be able to get it through Policy Enforcer feeds there.
Okay, thanks.
Which Juniper products are leveraging at the moment this already?
All the SRX and vSRX. All the ones that can connect to a dynamic feed. So all of them for the moment.
Any plans for your CM product?
This could be sent to CM, exactly. There is no specific information here that prevent it from going to the CM.
Okay.
But it is not done today.